Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Majid's back. Majid, you had something you wanted to talk about, and I'm going to let you have the floor. Tell us what it's about. Go ahead.
I see all the time when I see kids, adults, mature, professional athletes, they get bored of interesting. They have so much tools, but they never end up doing anything with it. I want to talk about everything you do in life. Anything you do, any technique you do, a punch, a kick, a grappling move. The best guys in the world who put so much emphasis on one technique. If it's a punch, if it's a right cross, if it's a kick, if it's a takedown, if it's a grappling move, they do it like it's the first time they're doing it. Like they've never done it before. If you do a right cross, every single time, you always get to a point. Every single time I punch, I want to feel the same exact knuckle. My hand, my shoulder.
These first two knuckles.
The first two.
You gotta put the first two knuckles.
Oh my God.
Go ahead.
It's not the first two knuckles. It's the consistency. Whatever you do, have a consistency of doing everything with a routine that you've never done it before. Every time I kick, every time I make it like it's my first time kicking, like it never happened before. That was really good. That was the first time too. You see, it's first time. So when you do it consistently, it becomes so effortless that you've done it 1,000 times. But reality is, every time I kick, every time it's like the first time I'm kicking. If you punch,
what does that mean?
That
it's
means
not your first time. You've already kicked thousands of times. He's lying to you.
That's true, but the fact is that every time I do it, I always pretended that I've never done this before. That means I put so much emphasis and so much concentration, like I will never able to lose my intention from it. Like, for example, I know it's a bad example. If you meet a girlfriend or boyfriend for the first time, you give so much attention to them right away. Oh my God. Or you eat the cake for the first time, a chocolate cake. You never tried this chocolate cake before. Oh my God, it's amazing. You focus so much. But once you start eating the same chocolate, that becomes your second interest. Do not lose that interest. This is consistency, discipline. Very few people in the world have it. John Jones have it. Muhammad Ali has it. He kept on jabbing. A jab is the most boring punch. He ended up winning the world champion because every punch he ever did or every kick is like the first time that you have 100% emphasis. And that's what the best guys do. One technique so well, they're like, wow. Even though he does 1,000 times, you ask him and say, it's my first time. Every time I do it like it was the first time.
It's kind of like you're always a virgin.
Exactly. You never get bored. You never lose your interest. You're always for the first time. Every time you take a breath, I take it like it's my first and my last breath every single time. If you can meditate in that zone all the time, that's why when I train, I always focus. It's my first time learning.
Okay, Guru. Listen,
yes.
Show me how to kick for the first time.
For the first time, I want to show you a ball kick. This is the ball kick. Most people like to kick upward, and I tell you all the time, it's in.
When you say ball kick, you mean kick him in the balls, right?
That's right. The ball kick means with the ball of your feet.
Oh, with the ball of the foot.
Most people like to...
Guys, most people say front snap kick. I'm translating Majid.
With the ball of your feet.
Ball kick, this comes from Benny the Jet Yukitas, and he uses the word ball kick. In most circles, they say front kick, or in the Muay Thai, they always say teep.
Well,
or
I'll go
they'll go different kicks. But for all intents and purposes, ball kick is this.
Ball kick straight. But if you come closer to me, if you come sit behind me, I'll show you something very interesting. Something more interesting you'll see. Most people do ball kick going upwards. That's one way. Second one is going in. Look what I did. I put my knee up and I'm going in. And then second ball kick is going up. And so now what? If his ribs are here, I will go, there's one that goes in and then one that goes up. So this one is an up kick. The other one is cushion inside. Most people like to kick inside, is hard. The easy one is to go up. When I pick this up, it's almost like an uppercut, but with my ball of my foot going upwards. I'm sorry.
Story time.
Story time. Oh, there you go again.
See this scar right here? You see this? Okay, this scar, I'm gonna put a tattoo with an M right here. M. That's Majid's scar right there. I don't know how long it's been. It was probably been about like 10 years ago. More than 10 years actually, almost 12. Majid, we were sparring in a cage at Big John McCarthy's gym, and he hit me with a ball kick in the stomach and ripped a hole in my abdominal wall. I had to get later that day, I had to get I noticed it. And I had to get a hernia mesh screen. Is that what they call it? Mesh? Yeah. They had to put the mesh in there so that I have padding or support for my abdominal wall, because this guy hit me with a ball kick. And guys, he did not blast me that hard. It just penetrated and went in, and it ripped.
Because if it was a straight kick, he would have pushed. I'm gonna get him back. If it was a straight kick, but I actually penetrated with that foot. When I twisted my foot, and I already twisted. So when you punch like this, it's different. But when you twist the punch, it has a torque to it.
Oh man, he's getting kung fu on us.
No, but if you look at the guns, the barrel inside each gun. I'm gonna go. This is important. Each gun has a barrel. The more rotation it has, the more torque it has. Same thing with the bullet. If you just shoot the straight rock, will do nothing. But if you spin it, same thing with my foot. When I did it, I spin my foot, twisting my foot up.
Look, I call bullshit, but look, the guy has done this thousands of times.
But it's every time
like it's the first time. And he's got his snap down, his penetration down. Do it on the bag again.
I still work on it.
You still work on it?
Every single day. It's the hardest thing because every time it's the first time. Ready? Look, and I will not push the bag. The bag will break before it pushes back. The bag will not push. Most people push. Or watch.
That's snap. A push.
Yeah. But now when you watch, it will break first. It's too quick. It has to be straight. It has to be straight line. So when you kick, watch. It will kick and go in first. And the bag didn't push. I break, and then when I break with my hips, watch my hips. I hit, boom. You don't have to push the bag. When you push the bag, you're not doing it. Look at the bullet. If I fire a bullet, do you think the bag will move? No. The hole would go inside from the other side. It will move slightly. But if I put a bullet, the bullet will go through it.
Well, I think what you're saying, Majid, is like on a lot of hanging bags, this one's touching the floor, that when you hit it, it's gonna hit. It's not gonna go like this.
And most people like to push. And that's why, that small detail that I showed you, it took me years, more than a decade to practice it, and more than a decade I'm still doing it, but it's for the first time. Anything you do it like it's for the first time. Yes, that's one of them.
Like it's the first time.
Like it's the first time. All right, guys, thank you so much.
All right, guys, if you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me how crazy Majid is. He's back, everyone. And we'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.